BOCO enjoyed taking the late-night goods to the mainland. The midnight air was crisp, and it was nice running with no other engine around. Best of all, the trucks were all sleeping. One foggy night, he arrived at the other railway right on time. He shunted his trucks and made his way to the sheds. The yard was big, but BOCO never had any problem finding the big sheds where the other mainland diesels sleep. This night, though, was different. The fog was so thick he had completely lost his way. Suddenly, BOCO could see an outline of a building ahead. His relief was short-lived. As he drew closer, he saw it wasn't the big sheds where the rest of the diesels were. It was small and more like the sheds on Sodor. It was shady and looked as if it'd been there for a long time. BOCO felt uneasy. Something felt odd. But he didn't want to navigate through the fog any further. He rolled quickly and quietly into the shed and said goodnight to his driver. Now, BOCO was alone. He stared out into the yard. All was silent. No trucks being pushed, not even a sound of any engine. It was as if the fog muffled the world around him. BOCO jumped. Beside him was an old blue tender engine, he said in a warm but weary tone. At last, BOCO found his voice. The engine eyed BOCO up and down. BOCO was surprised. BOCO was curious why the engine wouldn't answer his question, but had to admit he was getting drowsy, and it wasn't long before he fell asleep. His sleep was anything but peaceful. All night long, he dreamed all about scrapyards. Old engines were lined up, shadows dancing in the flicker of the cutter's torch. A red light illuminated from inside of the shed, and all BOCO could hear were the muffled pleas of mercy. Around in the wound of steam metal. BOCO woke up with a shock. It was daytime now. The fog burned out off by the morning sun. He breathed a sigh of relief that his nightmare was over. The old engine and the shed was gone. When BOCO's driver came, he was confused too.